Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Eliza and today I'm going to be doing the What's Your Penguin Persona quiz from Penguin Books for a bit of fun. If you want to play along, the link is in the description below and let's get started. I am visually impaired, aka I need glasses, so I'm pretty sure they're quite dirty, but I don't care. As long as I can see through them, that's the main thing. I love these little designs. These little drawings are so cute. Was anyone else obsessed with quizzes growing up? Let me know in the comments. Question 1. I want a book that takes me to A, a place full of fun and surprises. B, the center of a gripping mystery. Yes, because I do love a thriller. C, a world of magic and impossible adventures. I do like fantasy. A way of thinking that reshapes my view on the world, or the kitchen of a master chef. I am thinking between B and C. I do love thrillers, but sometimes thrillers have the same vibe over and over, whereas a world of magic and impossible adventures sounds fun, and I love whimsical stuff, and I always wished growing up I had superpowers, like fantasy superpowers, not like Superman superpowers. Do you know what I mean? Let's say C. Click. Which vibe best describes your reading style? I read carefully, hunting for clues and predicting twists as I go, 100%, whether it's a thriller or not. I'm like, what's going to happen? B, I love looking at the illustrations that bring the story to life. Yes, I am very visual. Love a good illustration or visual design. I highlight, dog ear and reflect. I like my reading to spark ideas. Yes, but I'm not, that sounds more non-fiction-y, and I don't really read heaps of non-fiction. I'm quite picky about my non-fiction. I love losing hours in a long immersive read that offers true escapism. Yes, I don't love super long books, but short books can feel long for me because I read quite slowly. I dip in and out, savoring pages like courses in a meal. I do that. I do dip in and out of books depending what's going on, but I also love hunting for clues. So I'm going to say A, hunting for clues. Click. Which artist best matches your reading mood? Nora Jones, John Coltrane, The Beatles, Taylor Swift, Olivia Dean. Ooh, I think this is a great question, but I'm not a mega fan of any of these people. I don't know John Coltrane, should I? And I have never really listened to The Beatles. Nora Jones, I feel like I would know Nora Jones music, but I can't name a song. And then when it comes to Taylor Swift and Olivia Dean, like, I know a couple of Olivia Dean songs that were trending, but I mostly, out of these, know Taylor Swift. I've listened to her albums because I have heaps of Swiftie friends. I'm not a Swiftie. I can appreciate her music, but she's a billionaire. I know most songs from Taylor Swift out of these options, so. Which drink pairs perfectly pairs perfectly with your favorite book? A rich glass of aged red wine, a steaming mug of hot chocolate with marshmallows, an iced strawberry matcha latte. I feel like this is a recent quiz they've designed based on Olivia Dean and strawberry matcha. A herbal tea or strong black coffee, no sugar. Well, do you know what? I don't usually drink red, but I had a glass of red the other day when I was at this life drawing event, and it was quite a vibe, so I felt sophisticated, so I'm gonna click that even though I'm very non-elegant. Question 5. Pick a main character to follow. A big thinker trying to change how people see the world, like a visionary. Cool. A chef chasing perfection. A retired sleuth filling time with one last case. Sounds great. A shield maiden fighting to break free from prophecy. Or a little blue healer learning about life. Is that meant to be Bluey? Represent. Bluey is an icon for grown-ups and kids alike. I have to go with the sleuth, don't I? Because that had a very reaction for me, the sleuth. Number 6. Oh, I love a reading weather question. What's the perfect weather for a reading session? A warm and golden twilight. Ho, 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 ho. I'm having the best time by myself. I don't even have a red wine. I've just got aqua. Okay, focus. A foggy dawn. Well, I like to sleep, so no. A perfectly sunny day, a stormy evening, or a crisp and clear morning. Oh, gotta say, stormy evening. The other day, there was a storm around here and I could see it in the horizon coming this direction with the lightning. It was like suddenly being in the middle of that storm or tornado or whatever in The Wizard of Oz, where you're like, okay, down to the bunker. I was cuddling my dog. It was unsettling but very memorable, and everyone was okay. So a stormy evening. 6, 7. Which animal best suits your reading style? Is this like my approach to reading? Is this if I was an animal? I need more context, but I guess I'll just go with my intuition. An owl, a raven, a mouse, a cat, a caterpillar. Sometimes I feel like the very hungry caterpillar, like when I have girl dinner and it's lots of bits and pieces of yummy things. But that's eating style, that's not reading style. An owl, a raven, a mouse, a cat, a caterpillar. Owls are symbols of wisdom, which I would like to see myself as, and Athena, even though she is problematic, is one of my favorite, I mean they're all problematic, is one of my favorite Greek goddesses, and the owl is her animal, her symbol, so maybe I'll say an owl. Although in the Shady Hollow series there is a raven character who runs a bookshop who I love, but my instinct, my intuition says owl. Oh, who'd have thunk it? Oh, you can download an Instagram story image. That's cute. Okay. You are a detective penguin. A super sleuth with a sharp eye for clues. You're drawn to stories packed with unsettling suspense and clever twists. You read closely, follow every lead, and never stop chasing the next great mystery. What does it say? Your mantra. Oh, this is cute. Your mantra. Shadows always talk if you're willing to listen long enough. My next reads should be Don't Let Him In, Everyone in This Bank is a Thief, Exit Strategy, and The Thursday Murder Club. I did watch the Thursday Murder Club movie, which I think was by Netflix. It was okay, but it very much felt like a Netflix movie. You know what I mean? And not in a good way. Not like a Sony Pictures K-pop Demon Hunters vibe. They did have some really big actors in it though. I have not read Lee Child or Benjamin Stevenson, and I did read Lisa Jules, None of This Is True, on audiobook, which I enjoyed. It was engrossing, but I think I read it too fast almost. It was over like 2 days and I was... Okay. Detective Penguin, yes, I feel like I am. Okay, I'm going to download the story image. Oh, it's so cute. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to very quickly play this again and do my opposite. So what I am choosing the least. Does that make sense? So it should be, hypothetically, what suits me the least. Like the antonym of me, just for fun. So what do I not want? I don't want a book that takes me to... I don't really care about cookbooks. No, that's not true. I like to dabble here and there in a cookbook, but I don't really religiously read them. So I'm going to say MasterChef. What vibe does not describe my reading style? I think all of these to an extent can describe me, and I'm sure many of you as well. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to say highlight, dog ear, and reflect, because more often than not, I will not annotate. So yeah, I don't annotate most of my books. Which artist best describe my reading mood? Well, okay, so which artist worst matches my reading mood? John Coltrane, because I don't know who this guy is. Least perfect pairing of a drink. Okay, well, I like coffee, but I can't drink black coffee. And I don't have coffee with sugar, but I need milk. I can't have a strong black coffee. I will feel sick. Thank God I'm not lactose intolerant. Pick a main character to follow. So who do I not want to follow? I don't care about a chef chasing perfection. She's not a chef in the movie, but it makes me think of Julie and Julia, which I quite enjoy that movie. It's like a soothing comfort kind of movie. But out of these options, probably that is the least. What weather does not suit me for reading? Foggy dawn, even though it sounds lovely and very Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy wandering out, but no, I don't. I want to be asleep. Which animal does not suit my reading style? I'm going to say out of these, I relate least maybe to a mouse. Except I do like cheese. Hold on. Hold on. Are you telling me? No, there is a foil in this. Okay, because how is Detective Penguin my most well-matched and least well-matched? I don't understand. I don't understand. There's been a glitch in the Matrix or something, hasn't there? Okay, well, I guess it really wants me to be Detective Penguin, which suits me, but I'm surprised it's both. If you took the quiz, let me know what you got as your result, and if you did the opposite answers too, and were your results the same or different? I'm interested to know. That was illuminating. That was fun. Okay, let me give you my quick fire at the top of my brain book recommendations for if you are also Detective Penguin. I'm going to recommend to you My Sister the Serial Killer, which is kind of a literary thriller. It's short, it's medium to fast paced. You're slowly understanding the dynamic between our main character and her sister, who is a serial killer, and their relationship and maybe how this happened. And we start with a murder, and there may or may not, but more likely are more murders that occur throughout the story. Another recommendation, if maybe you're starting to get into thrillers or you need something to get you out of a reading slump, would be The Silent Patient. Now, I still have mixed feelings about this, but I often still think about it and think how I was trying to solve it the whole time and the ending of it, because how good a thriller is often does hinge on how good is the mystery and how it is revealed or solved and what actually happens. If you're not grossed out by a little gore, I'm going to recommend to you Victorian Psycho, which is also a short, propulsive thriller set in Victorian England, in which the governess has some strange and often violent urges. Check the trigger warnings on that one because it's not uplifting. And if you haven't gotten into Agatha Christie yet, but you are interested, I'm going to recommend two books to you, which is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, which is a Poirot novel, and Then There Were None, which is the classic locked room, how did this happen, because literally everyone ends up dead. Thanks for watching. Let me know which penguin you are, and if you've read any of my recommendations, or if you have any recommendations for your type of penguin, because I kind of want to go back and take more of the penguin quiz to work out what the other options are. I'm a sticky beak. I want to know. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more bookish content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.